What's up, everyone? Pritch here, and we have a fun video to go over today because Amazon has released the announcement for the public test realm, which is actually going to be going live today at the time of recording this. It's in a couple hours from now. So they're announcing the public test realm. They're announcing the Void Gauntlet. They're announcing other new character types, creatures that are going to invade the lands. There's a lot going on, a lot of fun stuff to look forward to here. Let's dive straight into it. Boom, from the post November 9th, which is yesterday. Greetings, adventurers. Our goal is to provide you with the best possible experience in Eternum. That means getting feedback and testing early and often, especially with our players that have provided phenomenal feedback and helped us track down a plethora of issues since launch. We have many new and exciting changes planned for the future of New World, and as part of that preparation, we'd like to introduce a new program, the New World Public Test Realm, or PTR for short. The Public Test Realm is a limited availability server set that will give players an early look at upcoming features. These preview builds are snapshots of upcoming major updates and are not final versions. You may encounter bugs, crashes, missing text, or other issues. Probably like spelling issues, I would guess. Between our internal testing efforts and your feedback, we hope to catch and resolve all serious issues before they reach the live servers. Hundreds of changes have been made, and the full release notes will be shared on release day. I just want to say, this is a very good idea. Like, thank you. For those living under a rock, Amazon has been releasing patch notes that have been breaking the game pretty hard up until patch 105. Where I'm going to assume they spent a lot of time testing a lot of stuff to make sure that it wasn't going to break things. This is their solution. Instead of maybe growing their QA team, they're like, hey, we're just going to make the public do it for free. And you know what? It's okay, right? A lot of games do that. League of Legends has its own, public test thing that gets the updates 2 weeks in advance kind of thing so they can see what's broken and what's not. And frankly, I'm cool with it, right? Like this is a strategy that has been proven to work in the past. And frankly, like I would much rather everybody find the bugs in the PTR than find them in the real game. So I love this. I'm looking forward to this. To help the feedback process, all newly created characters on these worlds will have the opportunity to instantly level to select level ranges outfitted with the appropriate gear and items. Beautiful. Love that. We don't have to spend time grinding our new characters in the public test realms. Thank you. I'm going to be curious to see if that also influences our trade skills and or crafting, because and also I'm getting interested to see, I'm going to assume these are brand new servers, which means new companies, new controls, and all that kind of stuff, because obviously we're going to want to see how these tests perform during wars, during Outpost Rush, during whatever, right? So going to be super interested to see just kind of how that plays out, frankly, these are new servers. Go to town. By the end of the day today, everyone with a copy of New World will find the New World Public Test Realm application in their Steam library. Downloading this standalone application allows interested players access to check out the latest preview version and provide feedback. PTR servers will officially open tomorrow, November 10th, which is actually today, time of recording this, at 12 p.m. Pacific, which is 4 hours from right now as I'm recording this. Servers are limited at the start. There will be one world available in US East and one world available in Central Europe. Oh boy, ladies and gentlemen, get on right at 12 p.m. because if not, you are going to find that world is full probably within 30 minutes. I'm letting you guys know right now. This is like a code red. If you want to do this, you got to be ready to create a character and log in. Oh man. When the test period is complete and the main New World game is updated with the previewed content, all worlds will shut down and be wiped clean. You will still see the New World PTR application in your Steam library, but there will not be active servers until the next time we announce a test. That's super interesting because, so that's going to make testing wars much more difficult. And I say that because if we wipe the servers, then we're going to constantly have well, I guess it's not going to be more difficult. It's going to be weird, right? The PvP is going to be super weird, which is the part where I think most people are going to want to test, because if we don't have companies constantly in control and establishing, we got to constantly reset who's in control and whatnot. I think it's going to be harder to get the same coordinated hits off and the same coordinated companies or people together to test that stuff, which is fine. Again, it's not a huge deal, but it might mean that when it comes to larger scale PvP, it might be harder to find the bugs, if that makes any sense, because we don't have people coordinating what they got going on. But it's not a huge deal. All things considered, I think it's a great idea. I think wiping works. Completely get it. Whatever. Gonna be interested if that means that we're gonna need to create new characters every single time. That's gonna be a little unfortunate, but it's all good. If you encounter a bug, exploit, or have suggestions to improve a feature or piece of content, we'd love to hear your feedback on our new PTR sub forum. You can also utilize our in-game feedback tool. We will do our best to address as much of your feedback as possible before the content update makes its way to our live servers. Your participation will help us to deliver awesome content and updates in the future. During this iteration of PTR, we would appreciate feedback on the following subjects. The Void Gauntlet, ladies and gentlemen. We have our first new weapon getting introduced, and it's going to show up first on the PTR server. That means that your boy is going to have another new 101 weapon video that I get to work on through testing the Void Gauntlet. I am so looking forward to this, it's not even funny. The Void Gauntlet has manifested in Eternum. Manipulate the powers of the Void to support your allies and debilitate your enemies with this magical DPS/support hybrid. It's the first weapon to scale on both intelligence and focus, making it a great pairing with the Life Staff and other magic weapons. The Annihilation Tree focuses on maximizing damage at close range and revolves around Void Blade, a summoned blade of corrosive void energy. The Decay Tree offers ranged healing and debuffs and revolves around Orb of Decay, a dual-phase projectile that can debuff enemies and heal allies. With its arsenal of buffs and debuffs, the Void Gauntlet is perfect for group combat and can significantly bolster your allies at the expense of your enemies. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the Void Gauntlet is going to be a buffing-debuffing weapon with trees going into each, and I'm so looking forward to it. Actually, you know what? I take that back. It kind of sounds like it's gonna be a DPS tree, right? Like just a DPS powerhouse in case you want to do like some nice damage. And then the second tree is gonna be both buffing, debuffing at the same time, probably with the same abilities depending on if they hit enemies or allies. I'm so looking forward to testing the Void Gauntlet, guys. We're gonna test that out today. New missions and mobs. Enemy types. New dangers have landed on our southern shores. Oh my gosh. The Variginian Riders, and I apologize, by the way, if you can hear the lawnmower stuff outside. The Variginian Riders have settled down from the north and brutally carved out sections of each territory to establish a base of operations, from war camps on the beaches of First Light and Monarch's Bluffs to an entire fort that they've captured in Everfall. Face off against fierce Vanagarian Hewers, Vanagarian Scouts, Vanagarian Knights, and Vanagarian Archers, level ranging 16 through 20, as you ascertain their true intentions. So, we have new enemies, and it looks like they're going to be low-level enemies, 16 to 20 enemies, and only in the early zones, it appears. First Light, Monarch's Bluff, Everfall. I don't believe we're probably going to see these more in the end game zones. I'm super curious what to an entire fort that they've captured in Everfall. I wonder if that means like they're gonna do something with the PvP fort that's in Everfall, or if they're just like these are gonna be new POIs that are just located somewhere on the map. Enemy variety. Reinforcements have arrived. Be on the lookout for new enemies scattered across Eternum, such as Withered Swarmancers, Beetle, the Lost Shaman, Pirate Alligator. What? There's a pirate alligator? What? Ancient Guardian Pyromancer, and Enhanced Corrupted Laborers. These additions will bring unique combat encounters to our low-level open-world experience. What about high-level open-world experience? I'm cool with it. They're introducing new things. I'm very interested what Beetle is, if that's like going to be a small one-hit object, kind of like a turkey, that is going to give us some new, something that we need to gather for like Arcana or something, right? That's like hard to spot, and you got to like see them like super small scuttling on the, ground or on a log or something. I'd be super down for more of that stuff where you got to pay attention. I'm most excited for the Beetle and the Pirate Alligator. I want to know what that Pirate Alligator is going to look like. Is it going to be like the same alligator model, but they're going to give him like a pirate's hat? Or is he going to be like standing on two legs in like like a standing pirate kind of thing, just with an alligator body? I don't know. New enemy quests. What brings these new and ruthless visitors to our shores? Seek out Abigail Rose in the wilds of Western Everfall to get started on one or two new quests available, which deal with the arrival of the Vangarians. Varanigans. Jeez, I can't even say this properly. Varanigans. I did it. I'm special, love me. While their motives for coming south may remain a mystery, one thing seems clear: this is just an expeditionary force and more will come. Ooh. New legendary weapon quests. Alongside the release of the Void Gauntlet, we're also releasing a new legendary weapon quest series. Upon reaching level 60 and maximum skill level with the Void Gauntlet, players should seek out Antiquarian Abington in Reekwater to start this epic endeavor. Note that you'll need to have completed oh my gosh, these words, man. Magaki's Stratagem in Shattered Mountain and Legatus Fervolous Quest series in Reekwater to qualify. Ooh. So for those that don't know, every weapon, once you get it to level 20, gives you a quest line that you can do to get a 580 weapon. I'm assuming that's what this is. I'm going to assume that they're probably going to do it the same way that they've done all the other weapons, which means go to basically every single elite mob farm spot in the open world dungeons, and kill like 40 to 50 creatures and loot 12 to whatever chests and kill a boss kind of thing. Like, that's literally what it is for every weapon. So I'm assuming it's going to be the same thing for the Void Gauntlet. But yeah, pick it up in Reekwater. Make sure you've done the Magaki's Stratagem in Shattered Mountain and Legatus Fervolous quests in Reekwater. Improved main storyline quests. Quests in the main storyline have been improved with new task types and quest variants, including wave events, destructible objects, and proximity nodes for tracking. You'll see some of these as you progress through the story, and more improvements are still on the way. I love it. I love that you're going back through and you're changing the main storyline to make it better. Thank you. That is a great change. I'm looking forward to see what they are compared to what they are currently. PvP faction missions. Our goals is to add more variety. Our goal is to add more variety to PvP players and create a balanced experience for players highly engaged with territory control. 3 brand new PvP faction mission types have been added. In addition, almost all PvP missions now reset on death rather than being forfeited. Oh, that's awesome. Well, is that awesome though? Because, okay, note that poach missions have been removed for a better directed set of PvP missions. Control points. These missions send you out to capture control of forts. Oh! Intercept. Defeat enemy faction members and collect their tiers. War camp loot. Retrieve hidden plans at the enemy war camp. Oh, that's cool. That I like this. I like these changes a lot. I really do. So you have to go capture the fort in the area. Intercept, defeat enemy faction members, and collect their tiers. So when you're PvP flagged with this, it's probably going to be a drop that when you kill people, you're going to get like a bag on the side that's going to give tiers as well as a loot drop. Remember, they're also planning on changing the watermark system to help out with the watermark stuff with PvP drops as well. War camp loot, retrieve hidden plans at the enemy war camps. I'm going to be interested if that is the actual war camps, like you know how we're going to go to the fort? Well, we might have to go to the war camp as well and interact with something there. And in the open world, you can kill people inside war camps. So that's going to be super interesting to see. I'm looking forward to these PvP changes. I think they're great. I think they're actually PvP focused instead of, you know, go do PvE things like while flagged. These are great changes. Really looking forward to these, and they're making them better. Thank you. I wanted to touch on almost all PvP missions now reset on death rather than being forfeited. I believe we're going to run into a situation where people are going to throw camps down directly outside of forts and or war camps. And I am concerned that they're just, if it's not going to be forfeit, it's just going to be reset. Then people are just going to constantly spawn in at that camp and then just keep going and going and going and going and going until they get what they want, kind of thing. And that might be a little frustrating, especially for a defending territory company. What I mean by that is if you're on offense trying to flip territories, it might be, you know, you could constantly spawn in over and over again, but if you're defending, you have to constantly watch the camp every single 2 seconds because people are just going to constantly spawn in at the camps. You got to just deal with them over and over and over and over and over and over again, and you can't go turn in your own quests because if you do that, then you're leaving them alone to do their quest kind of thing. And so that might be something that we have to work with in the future, a little concern I have, but overall, good improvement. I'm looking forward to the PvP changes. New trading post experience. All trading posts have been linked and are now unified. You can buy and sell the same results from any trading post in the world. Fees for buy and sell orders are defined by the settlement that you are posting from. Additionally, transaction taxes on purchases you make are defined by the settlement in which you make the purchase. Items listed in sell orders that have expired return to the settlement from which they were posted. So, huge update there. We knew this was coming. Trading post changes. Basically, the trading post system is now server-wide. The taxes involved are still settlement-wide, which means if Windsward has a tax of 5% on buy and sell, and Reekwater has a tax of 2% buy and sell, you can get the same products that people are placing in Windsward while in Reekwater, but you can get it for a much reduced tax rate, which means companies are going to start fighting over where the tax rates are, and players that are using the trading post, I highly recommend check out the taxes for each settlement to decide where you want to buy and sell from. Keep that in mind. That's a big change. PTR Fax. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait. I missed. We think this is an exciting opportunity to collaborate more closely with you, and we look forward to working with you all on improving New World. Thank you so much for your participation. Again, everything I just read, the PvP stuff, the Void Gauntlet, the new creatures, the new missions, the new trading posts, like all this stuff, this is all exclusively going to be on the PTR servers. All right, on the public testing realms. This is not entering the game today. All right. Once we on the PTR servers have experienced this stuff and reported the bugs, reported the problems that are inherent with the system, and then they have had the chance to fix those, then those changes will make it to live servers, and that will be a different post, a different everything, and obviously I will cover that when that happens. So yeah, this is what we're all looking forward to. So if you see gameplay footage of Void Gauntlet, or you see stuff that's not in your live server, again, it's because it's not in your server. It's only on the public testing realm, which is going to get wiped apparently every time there's going to be a new patch, sort of thing. PTR Fax. How do I access the new PTR? Everyone with a copy of New World will be automatically granted access to the secondary PTR app. The PTR is not compatible with the live game, so you will need to download a separate client and have the hard drive space required to support it. From there, we will have special worlds available within supported regions. Not all regions will initially be supported. Access is on a first-come, first-served basis. There may be queues. There will be queues. From what I've seen, and they might say this down below, it looks like only, and let me repeat, only US East and EU Central will have a PTR server, and I believe they are only doing one world for each of those regions, which means there will be 2 total PTR server realms, one in US East, and one in US Central. One in EU Central, my bad. That way they can figure out the bugs that EU players like to find, which are probably like the gold duping bugs, and then they can find out the bugs that the US players like to find, which are probably all of the PvP hacks and weapon exploits. Can I play with or transfer my live characters to the PTR? No. These are separate ecosystems, so at this time, it's not possible. However, to make testing easier, we will occasionally provide our player testers with special accommodations such as instant levels, special gear, etc. Good. That is the right way to go, especially if you are trying to do PTR wipes every time. You don't need people, you don't want to force people to test your endgame stuff to have to level to the endgame. That's way too long. Can I provide design feedback regarding what's included on the PTR? Preview game builds on the PTR are finished with their core development and are in their final phase of testing and bug fixing. Our main focus at this phase is improving quality, although we will appreciate any feedback you have to share. So it sounds like they have their system, right, for when they want to make bug fixes and changes. And previously, once they thought they were done and had done all their testing or whatever they wanted to do, they would instantly ship it to live. Now what they're doing is once they've done that exact same format and they think that it's done, instead of instantly shipping it to live, they're going to instantly ship it to a PTR realm and then let that play out for a couple days, week. I don't know what their time schedule is going to be. And once that has occurred and all the bugs have been found on the PTR servers, then they're going to just bring that onto the live servers. So it looks like what we're getting on PTR is what they believe is a tested, well-rounded patch, essentially. So hopefully, maybe if we don't find a ton of bugs and there's not a ton of problems when they introduce these new features, then they're on the right track internally for how they are creating their patches moving forward, which would be a huge step forward. And I love this. You're doing a great job, Amazon. Good work. I have a problem. How can I contact customer support? You can call a 1-800 number. No. Our policies and code of conduct cover the PTR, and in-game moderation will continue to be supported. Unfortunately, due to the temporary and potentially unstable nature of PTR, general customer service assistance through both live chat and through the support website will not be available. So, if you want to contact customer support for PTR things, you're not going through live chat and you're not going through their customer support website. I don't know if that means they have an alternative source that you can go through other than the forums. It kind of seems like the only way you can reach these guys will be through their forums when it comes to PTR stuff. Last and not least, I don't want to participate in the PTR. Can I remove the app from my library? Don't worry, no offense taken. Was it supposed to be offensive? Players can manage visibility of the New World Public Test Realm Steam library entry. Gosh, that's a mouthful. Players can manage visibility of the New World Public Test Realm Steam library entry. Opening up the game options, right-click, manage, offers the hide game function. So, opening up the game options, right-click, manage, offers the hide game. So, basically just hit hide game in the manage part. Thanks for your support and participation. We'll see you in Eternum. Ladies and gentlemen, PTR public test servers, public test realm worlds will be available starting today, 11/10/21, November 10th, at around midday, which is currently about 4 hours from now. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're interested, go make your character as soon as it's up, because Lord knows there are going to be some fat queues. And let's test out the Void Gauntlet. Let's test out the new trading post system. Let's test out these new PvP faction missions. I'm looking forward to a lot of these changes. I think that's going to do it for the video. As always, everybody on YouTube, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.